Myself, Professor M. Babu, SDC College, Kolar. So this is my third volume on the chapter Deduction under section 80C to 80U. So in previous volume, I explained in detail regarding deduction under section 80C to 80U and also a simple problem we have calculated. Today we are going to learn some simple problem on deduction under section 80C to 80U. Only for the exam point of view, I am going to explain and solve the problems. Now, a simple problem on deduction under section 80C to 80U. Simple problem on how to calculate deduction under section 80C. So, question is like this. From the following information, provide Mr. Srinath calculate the amount of allowable deduction under section 80C for the assessment year 2018 and 19. So first one, life insurance premium on his own rupees 2,700. Second one, life insurance premium of the life of his wife not dependent upon Mr. Srinath, rupees 8,000. Third one, life insurance premium on the life of his own daughter, 4,000. Fourth one, life insurance premium on the life of his dependent child, sister, 10,000. Fifth one, repayment of loan taken for LIC for purchase of commercial house property, 30,000. Contribution towards unrecognized provident fund, 30,000. Tuition fees paid by the assessee for his daughter, 22,000. Life insurance premium on the life of his major son is due on 1 December 2016 for rupees 3,000 but paid on 1st July 2017. Accrued interest on National Savings Certificate, 5,000. Contribution to Public Provident Fund in the name of mother, 20,000. And last one, 8,000 is Suraksha Samiti scheme in the name of his minor daughter. So these are the transactions made by the assessee during the previous year. So now we are going to calculate a deduction, only deduction allowable under section 80C. See here, deduction allowable under 80C is nothing but any contribution or any investment made by the assessee during the previous year. On that they are going to, there is eligible for deduction under section 80C. Solution for the above solution, the red question now. See, solution. Calculation or computation of amount of allowable deduction under section 80C. So we should write like this, calculation of amount of deduction under section 80C. Now first one, see, LIC premium of his own life, whether it is eligible or not. Yes, it is eligible, 2,700. Second one, LIC premium of his own wife if he paid, whether it is eligible or not. Yes, eligible, 8,000. LIC premium of his daughter, 4,000, eligible. We should take. LIC premium of a life of his dependent child, sister. So our tangi dependent ittu our LIC premium pay madidre, it is not eligible. So we are not taken. We are not taking. Next one, repayment of loan taken for the purpose of repairing the house property. Yes, no, it is not eligible. We should not take. Next one, contribution towards unrecognized provident fund. It is not also eligible. So we are not going to take. Next one, tuition fees for his daughter if he paid. Yes, eligible under section 80C. We have taken here 22,000. LIC premium on the life of his major son, but the amount is paid after the due date, so not eligible. Next one, accrued interest on National Savings Certificate. See, any interest paid on National Savings Certificate, yes, eligible for the deduction under section 80C, 5,000. Contribution towards Public Provident Fund. Any contribution made towards Public Provident Fund of his assessee, it is not eligible. Next one, Suraksha Samiti scheme. Suraksha Samiti scheme, it is eligible under section 80C 8,000. So these are the eligible amount, and it is on the eligible amount we have taken, and these total. So 2,700, 8,000, 4,000, 22,000, 5,000 and 8,000, all together 49,700. All together 49,700. See, 49,700 or the maximum limit 1,50,000. Maximum limit ಎಷ್ಟು 1,50,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿವರೆಗೂ exemption ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚಾಗಿದೆ 49,750. ಸೊ 49,700 or 1,50,000, whichever is less. ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ 49,700. Therefore 49,700 is the eligible deduction under section 80C. Now, eligible deduction under section 80D. Eligible deduction under section 80D. Second one. Now, see, eligible deduction under section 80D is nothing but any individual or HUF can claim deduction of medical insurance premium paid out of taxable income. See, 80D andre eno? See, it is eligible for individual or HUF. So the deduction allowable, the medical insurance premium paid by the assessee on the total income. So in the case of individual, family means assessee, spouse, dependent children and also parents. So yarar bartare ille individual, avara hendati mattu makkalu mattu avara parents. So for these people, if we pay any medical insurance premium, for that amount he can claim deduction under section 80D. Now problem on this. Mr. P.P. Kailasam, an individual, make payment of health insurance premium to GIC, General Insurance Company, in an approved scheme. Premium paid on his head 1 lakh rupees and his wife rupees 15,000 during the year 2018 and 19. He also paid health insurance premium of rupees 35,000 for his father's health, who is a senior, rupees 35,000, and his father health, who is 35,000 citizen and not dependent on him. The payment have been not made in cash. Compute the amount of deduction under section 80D for him for his gross total income for the assessment year 2019 and 2020. See, the important point is here. See, any insurance premium paid on his own, wife or children, 25,000 is maximum. 25,000 maximum. Or for his parents, if he paid any insurance premium, medical insurance premium, 30,000 maximum. 30,000 maximum eligible deduction. And one thing, if he paid in cash more than 2,000, so it is not deduction. So 2,000 kadame idre matra in cash eligible for deduction. If he paid more in cash medical insurance premium, no deduction allowable under section 80D. E point anna capital itkoli. Solution for that problem. Solution for that problem under section 80D. Eligible deduction under section 80D. See, like this. Computation of deduction under section 80D. We should write like this. Computation or calculation of deduction or allowable deduction under section 80D. Particulars, 2 amount columns. Particulars, 2 amount columns. See, first one, category. We should divide into 2 categories. One is wife, children and own. Another parents, mother or father. 2 categories, because ಎರಡು maximum limit ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಎರಡು category ಆಗಿ ನಾವು divide ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Now, first category, taxpayer ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು? Own, assessee. Spouse ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು? Wife and children. Taxpayer, spouse and children. First category. Now, first one, as per the question, health insurance premium paid on his own. 1 lakh. Yes, we are taken 1 lakh. Next, second one, medical insurance premium paid for his post 15,000. Yes, 15,000. So 1 lakh plus 15,000, total 1 lakh 15,000. 1 lakh 15,000. Next, eligible deduction esto. So 1 lakh 50,000, total 1 lakh 50,000 premium or 25,000, whichever is less. So ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ? 1,15,000 ಅಥವಾ 25,000 ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್. ಈ ಎರಡರ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ? 25,000. Therefore total 25,000 eligible for deduction. 25,000 outer column. Next, second category, taxpayer's father and mother. If he pay any medical insurance for his parents, we should take as a second category. So taxpayer's father and mother. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ತಂದೆಗೆ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. See, health insurance premium paid for his father 35,000, 35,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Or ಅವ್ರ ಮದರ್ ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ. Or maximum limit is to 30,000. So 35,000 or 30,000, whichever is less. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ? 30,000. Therefore 30,000 outer column. 30,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ outer column. First category ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ eligible deduction? 25,000. Second category ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ eligible deduction? 30,000. Therefore total both 25,000 plus 30,000, 55,000 is the answer. Therefore eligible deduction under section 80D is 55,000. Yes, if they ask to calculate the deduction more than 2 allowable deduction under section 80C to 80U. So ಎರಡಕ್ಕನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ deduction allowable deductions exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ how to solve those problems. So in exam they ask only theoretical, but for 6 marks they ask a simple problem. That's what we done previous. Now like this they ask. But here more than one deductions have been asked here in the year 2017. So 2017 ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಕ್ಕನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ deductions ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ questions ಬಗ್ಗೆ. So question is like this: in the year 2017, Mr. Kirti, a resident, submit the following particulars for his income and expenditure for the previous year 2017 and 18. Compute total income for the assessment year 2018 and 19. So they asked here to calculate total income, not eligible deduction. Total income of Mr. Kirti. See like this. Gross total income they are given. Gross total income 9 lakhs. Computed gross income they are given 9 lakhs. Contribution towards PPF 80,000. Contribution to annuity plan of life insurance 15,000. Contribution to PF National Relief Fund 10,000. Contribution to charitable society or hospitals 10,000. Contribution to National Defense Fund 10,000. So these are the contribution made by the assessee during the previous year. So for this contribution, if he get any deduction, we are going to calculate now. So ಯಾವುದನ್ನ deduction, so ಎಷ್ಟು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, ಅವನ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, ಆ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಗೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನನ್ನ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. See how to compute deduction, how to compute gross total income. See, before going to calculate total income, how to calculate total income? The format I'll explain now. See, aggregate of all the 5 sources we should take: income from salaries, income from house property, profit and gain from business or profession, income from capital gains, and income from other sources. We should take all the total, aggregate total. The total of this is nothing but gross total income. From gross total income less deduction under section 80C to 80U. So eligible deductions ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು deduction ಅನ್ನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು. So the difference between gross total income less deduction under section 80C to 80U is nothing but total income. So ಈಗ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ total income ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Computation of total income of Mr. Kirti for the assessment year 2018 and 19. We should write like this. Particulars, 2 amount columns. Particulars are 2 amount columns. See first, here they are given computed gross total income. We need not to calculate all the sources 8. So they are calculated and given. Gross total income 9 lakhs. Outer column 9 lakhs. Less deduction under section 80C to 80U. Deduction under section 80C to 80U. Now, first deduction, see any contribution made, any investment made towards public provident fund, tuition fees or any recognized industries, then he can claim deduction under section 80C. So, he put it around. Contribution towards public provident fund 80,000 eligible deduction 80,000. He can claim deduction up to 80,000. Contribution towards public provident fund under section 80C. Next one, under section 80CCC. See, it is any investment made annuity plan on LIC premium. Annuity plan on LIC, then you can claim under section 80CCC. So idra ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ total detail ಆಗಿ explain ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. So 80CCC contribution towards annuity plan 15,000. Next, any contribution towards, any donation towards PF, Prime Minister Relief Fund. So these cases, yes, we can claim deduction under section 80G. So alle 100% without limit 100% deduction, without limit 50% deduction, with limits 100% as well as 50% deductions ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಥಿಯರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಓದ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದು. So 100% contribution to Prime Minister Relief Fund, no maximum limit. ಇಲ್ಲಿ maximum limit ಯಾವುದು ಬರಲ್ಲ. So 100% deduction 10,000. Next, contribution towards defense fund. Contribution towards defense fund without limit 100% 10,000. Next, with limits. So with limits 100% ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. with limits 50% ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ ಚಾರಿಟಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಚಾರಿಟಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್, ಅಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್ ಚಾರಿಟಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿತ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ವಿತ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ adjusted 10% adjusted gross total income, 10% adjusted gross total income, or the amount which has been paid as a charity, whichever is less we should take. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ with limits 50%. So with limit 50%. ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು? adjusted gross ತಗೋಬೇಕು. adjusted gross total income. How to calculate adjusted gross total income? GTI minus deduction under section 80C to 80U except 80G and plus long term capital gain plus short term capital gain. So ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we get adjusted gross total income. ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ 10%. So ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ adjusted gross total income ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 7,85,000 ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ 10% 78,500. So how much he donated charity for hospital? 10,000. So 10,000 or 78,500, whichever is less. So 10,000 is less. 10,000. So 10,000 ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಯಾವುದು? 10,000. See ಈ 10,000ದಲ್ಲಿ 50% ಮಾತ್ರ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್. So 5,000, 5,000. Therefore, total all the deduction 80,000, 15,000, 10,000, 10,000 and 5,000 will get 1,20,000. So outer column 1,20,000, 9 lakh minus 1,20,000, 7,80,000. So total income of Mr. Kirti for the assessment year 2018 and 19 7,80,000. Thank you.